With all of the election hype and hysteria going on right now, I want to tell you that voting is as fake as wearing masks. Have you noticed all the government and corporate powers telling you to vote right now? It's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on Google, it's everywhere. Register to vote, register to vote. Why do you think that is? Do you think that these giant corporations are working on empowering you, giving you an ability to make a difference in the world? Is that what Facebook does? And is that what the federal government does? What they do? Do they make you richer, healthier, more successful, and happy in your relating? If not, what are their motivations? I have never voted. Not once. Something felt off to me about it, as off as when I was forced to register for the draft under threat of prison, to go die for my country, so I thought, but actually, as I've found since, probably for corporate interests and pretty much nothing else. It took me quite a while to figure out what was so off about voting while watching everyone around me march to the polls like it was some sort of empowering exercise, which I promise you, it isn't. Voting is very important in communist countries, like Australia. In Australia, you can be fined for not voting. Speaking of communist countries, East Germany. They told everyone to vote because although there was really only one party on the ticket, and that party always got 99% of the vote, they can say, see, we're legit, everyone voted. Not voting is a great thing. It destroys the air of fake legitimacy around a violent, immoral system that is run and controlled by people far away from you and me. For me, it's like the mafia of a foreign power invading and controlling. We've gotten so used to it, we don't see what we've lost through support of this system, which admittedly comes from a Stockholm Syndrome-esque response of self-protection. Not voting gets rid of the fake mandate to rule over us, which is morally impossible, and shows that the whole thing is a farce and a scam. Read The Constitution of No Authority by Lysander Spooner for more information. It's amusing how everyone feels so motivated about the presidential elections, which are all smoke and mirrors. It doesn't matter who wins. The same thing will happen that has happened for the last 244 years. Your rights and your power will be reduced and encroached upon. Maybe local elections might mean something. Notice they don't let you think too much about that. But when you vote, you're always saying, I want this person to rule over myself and others. This violates the golden rule every time. You might as well vote for the supreme overlord of the universe as president of the United States for all the result you have and what this person does half a continent away who doesn't know you at all. No human gets to make rules for and punish another human in a natural moral order. That's God's job. Well, Ryan, you ask, what about roads and criminals? And yeah, well, start educating yourself about natural law, how tribes have worked for a very long time, anarchist theory, and just use your own common sense. I know, this is difficult in these times. I guess the only real good that voting can do is when we have referendums, such as those making pot legal. But again, if everyone just ignored politicians and defended themselves from the ruling classes, those wouldn't be necessary either. I look forward to the day when people wake from their slumber and notice what's actually happening to themselves and their loved ones, as opposed to what they're brainwashed into believing is happening. But I fear that won't happen until more blood runs in the streets and the entire thing collapses, and millions starve and die in the conflicts to come. Maybe we should have listened to Jesus in the first place.